Okay, how about a little whip and chat today, huh? We're gonna finish working on our coasters. I started to say toasters. Yeah, I've lost it. Okay, one moment it's too tall, one moment it's too low. Okay, I got it. Yay. Okay, now we're gonna be working on this. It is crazy here with the weather. It's not doing nothing. It's 25 degrees. It is bitter cold out. Of course, my sister, she lives in Minnesota. Her daughter, so hi Brandy, hi Tony. So they've got it much colder than I've got it. So I feel terrible when I complain about how cold it is, and then she tells me how cold she is. That's even worse. But I thought I'd jump on here and we'd work. We're going to work on the yellow part. Let me take my pen. This part here. The letter H. These are so pretty. Look at how they sparkle. I just love them. Just love them. So we're expecting some pretty bad weather. Well, as bad as it can be for Kentucky. I know people up north that probably laugh at our what we call bad weather. But it's bad for us. And, okay, how many of you know that weatherman just breathes the word snow, that you're not going to find a loaf of bread, milk, or toilet paper? Just saying. My friend Alicia, her mom had some terrible falls, so she's kind of put her life on hold and taking care of her mom. And she said, she thought, well, so Mom won't worry, I'll go to the store now. Instead of waiting and going when it's snow and stuff. Because she has drove in the snow. She called me and she said, what was I thinking? I went to Walmart. There was not one thing of milk. The shelf of bread was empty. I found a loaf of bread laying over somewhere else that somebody had set down. She said, I should have came before this. And you know, and I've done it myself sometimes. I've been caught, put it off. Oh, it ain't gonna snow. Then at the last minute, rush to the store. Be one of those crazy people. we've all done it. You mentioned snow. We're all at the store. They've been talking about snow here. Where was I? I was at the store yesterday. So we all do it. Unless you live up north and you're used to a lot of snow. You take us in the South, we're not used to a lot of snow. And I'm not afraid to say, but in all seriousness, we're supposed to get some bad weather. And if you live in the path of getting bad weather and you have to be out, please be careful. And don't take chances. Now, I know people that will stay home until they mention snow. And it's usually guys. You know I'm talking the truth here. All of a sudden, they have to have something. I think they just won't play in the snow, personally. It's like they're ready to go to the store for you when they've never been ready to go to the store before in their life. You couldn't beat them to the store to go get you something. A little snow get on the ground and your man is out the door ready to tackle the snow to go get it for you. But like I said, I think it's just they won't play in the snow. The little boy in them comes out. And I don't mean, and please don't think I'm making fun of anybody or I'm putting anybody down. Because let me tell you, I had a son. I know how he was. When he started driving, he would stay at home. You let a little bit of snow, and he is willing to go to the store with him. For me, he is willing to go shopping, the whole 9 yards. Of course, my husband was from Michigan, so he was used to the snow. Well, when he moved to Kentucky, I always told him he'd come to Kentucky to find me. He couldn't believe that schools, he'd say, they just called school off. I said, yeah. Oh, my kids never miss school. I said, you're forgetting. Here in Kentucky, we have a lot of hills, hollers, a lot of that stuff going on. And I said, so that's why they cancel school. It's not because we lived in town. I said, it's not because we live in town. I see something on this one. I said, it's because, hold on. Sorry about that, but I don't know how to pause it, so when I have sneeze, I just have sneeze. I said, it's not like in town, because we lived in town, so he was looking at in town roads. I said, it's for all those off-roads, and if you live in the South with a lot of hills and, as we call them, hollers, you know what I'm talking about. Well, that went by quick, so why don't we do the T's? Because that was just way too fast. And I want to spend a little bit more time with you guys than that. What am I doing? Oh, till I'm not paying attention. Okay. We are doing the T's. And it's this pretty color there. Look how pretty. Just very pretty color. We had a missionary today at church. He does mission work on colleges. And you know, sometimes we think missionaries are just overseas or in foreign countries. But we have missionaries right here in this country that's reaching people and reaching the lost. But when you ask somebody about missionaries, they normally think of those outside. I was a missionary for 2 years in Eastern Kentucky. Loved it. But I knew when God called me, I knew. Okay. No wonder that red one out here keeps coming off. I thought, why can't I keep that red one on? Well, it was because it was red on the flat side and clear on the top. So the pointy side that sticks up. Now, loved every moment of it. But I knew when I was called to do mission work, God clearly told me I'd be there for 2 years. Well, and I was there for 2 years. Loved it. The people were fantastic. It's in Harlan County. Its nickname is Bloody Harlan. It's with all the coal mines and strip mines and all that. Was back in the day, there was about 10,000 people, had all kinds of businesses, just booming. And then the coal mines got shut down and the town just died. It had one grocery store, a dollar store, and a Mexican restaurant. So there's not hardly anything there. Drugs is through the roof. And where I lived must have been Drug Central. There was 7 drug dealers, because I lived in you come down and you pull, and my apartment was here, and it was in a U, then there was a row of, okay, let's say this is the complex. I was right here on this corner, and the road come down like this, and you park. There was 7 different people in there dealing drugs. And of course, I had shared the gospel with them all. They knew my stand. They knew what I believed in. And so one day, one of the guys, drug dealers, come over and said, Linda, there's a gang of us down there at my house, and we want to talk to you about what you believe. Can you come and talk to us? Well, my neighbor, I told her, and she said, you're not going, are you? I said, look, that's what I'm here for. If we're not willing to go to them, they're not going to come to us. And my God's bigger than them, and he's going to protect me. I never felt in danger, nothing like that. So I grabbed some of the little tracts that has Bibles, tells about the Bible and salvation. And I took some little Bibles, and I knew I had a short time once I entered that house. And sure enough, I had all kinds of questions. I was able to answer them. Now, I was straightforward. I knew I didn't have time to baby coddle. I come straight out, shared the gospel with them, handed them the Bibles, the tracts, and walked out the door. And it was nothing to do with me. So don't think I'm something great. No, it's not me. It's God that works through me, that gave me the strength, the power, and whatever else to be able to share the gospel with them. Did they change? A couple of them has. No, they didn't change. Because I can't change nobody. It's God that's going to change them. All I can do is share the gospel. And then it's up to that individual if they accept it or deny it. If God's going to, because God gives us free will. And with free will, we make the choices. This is just going by too fast. Okay, we might finish this little sucker up. But I give God all the glory because it belongs to him. He uses me. I'm thankful that he does use me. But we make that choice if we're going to accept God or say, I just don't want it. Okay, we're going to finish this because let me tell you, it's just going way too fast. I want to thank you guys for jumping on spending some time with me. I heard several say that they was starting to get rain and they're expecting some really bad weather in their area. We can get 1 to 2 inches, and I know probably you're thinking 1 to 2 inches, because if you live in those states that really packs the snow. But you know, it seemed like the snow was thicker when I was a kid. Maybe it was just because I was small. That's why it seemed like it. And I remember as a kid, it turned winter, and I think, snow, snow, snow. Now I'm grown, it's like, no, no, no. For one thing, I have said before, the cold hurts me. And if you have arthritis or any kind of health issue, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, this chair. I'm going to have to figure something else out. This chair. Maybe it's the cushion. But it hurts my back. I was watching some haulers that got diamond paintings, and I got tickled because one of them said, I bought some more diamond paintings. I told myself, I've got enough. And I thought, yeah, every time I buy a diamond painting, I go, I've got enough. I see an H I missed. And I say, okay, I'm not going to buy no more diamond paintings. Then you see one that is so cute. And it's like, oh, I just kind of have that one. I was asked how long would it take me to do one of my big diamond paintings that I had showed of what I was going to do this year. And I really don't know, because I'm not fast. I take my time. So I really don't know how long it will take. The little ones, I can work in no time. The bigger one, this one right here is the biggest I've worked so far, besides the nutcrackers that I did at Christmas. Those were what I would consider big. So, and you're probably saying, Linda, it wouldn't take you, so you wouldn't work at fast if you didn't multiplacer. But I love my 4 multiplacer. This is my favorite. Now, I've tried bigger just to be on the brave side. No, I can't do it. I get so messed up. So I stick with my little 4-placer, which is okay. Now, if you've been diamond painting, how long have you been diamond painting? I started sometime in the last of summer last year. And it took off quick. Quicker than I thought it would. But I'm thankful to Temu because by them being so cheap on Temu, I have been able to afford it. I used to crochet, but yarn has gotten very expensive. And it's gotten harder and harder to crochet. Because of my hands. I tried to keep it up, but it just, by the time I'd get done, my hand, I'd be in too much pain. So, okay, I think I'm going to stop it here, but thank you for joining me today. We will pick up it tomorrow and finish our X's, and then this will be the next one. So I thank you. If you like it, the videos, please hit the thumbs up, the notification bell, and the subscribe, not scrap, subscribe. Ugh. I've got 5 more little squares on this, and then I'm going to seal it, hang it in my front room, and I want to do the farm scenery, but I think I'll stick with my dragon. I'm going to stick to the plan. So, you guys stay in, stay warm. If it gets too cold here, I'll fix me some salty caramel hot chocolate. It's the best. You can get it at dollar store. So, God bless you. Bye-bye.